final year for Manual to come into the tournament, so we know that they're going to be poised and ready. And Coach, Derek Booth, again, he's always a class act coming in to Alice Ingersoll Gym to open up things here on a Friday night.
Yeah, it certainly is. I think they're one of those teams that you want to gauge as far as how well you've practiced early in the season. And they're one of those teams that you want to beat, and you want to beat on a regular basis. They've pretty much owned the tournament the last few years. It's going to be a tough opening night matchup. But we've got a nice crowd here tonight, Leon. They're going to be on our side. Let's get one at home tonight. Game 1 of the Thanksgiving Tournament for us.
Game 1 went to Delavan tonight, 58-48. And then the opener tonight, Little Giants to face Manual tonight. Canton will be the home team. Visitors are the Manual Rams, and their head coach is Derek Booth. 4-time Thanksgiving champions. They've all done it consecutive years. So we've got our hands full. They have DeMonte Williams return, Anton Ivey, one of the bigger players that Manual's has seen size-wise in a number of years here. 6'7" tonight in the post for them.
Yeah, it certainly is. You know, we were talking before the game, and I think the tallest one that I can recall beforehand was Lawyer Crowder, and that's been, you know, quite a few years back. They've always had superior guard play. They're very athletic, and you know as well as I do, they're super quick and not afraid to get up and down the court. It's a tough matchup against any team.
Streaming online tonight, 1560, WBYS.com, and also a free streams app for our listeners. We know that Coach Langhoff, the Canton Lady Giants up in the Winnebago area, spending Thanksgiving up there, as we say hello to him and all other listeners around our listening area here on WBYS AM 1560, 93.7 FM, along with M. Bixler Video Productions. Mark is on hand here tonight. And game 1 again, Dunlap against the Delavan, 58-48 over Vandalia. Number 5 all-time leading scorer, number 23. Nope, he's scratched from this year. Of course, he graduated, so we will miss number 23. There is a new number 23. We'll talk about more in numbers as we break down our pregame show tonight. Numbers, that is our kind of our theme as we get into the action here on opening night of the Thanksgiving Basketball Tournament. It's brought to you by Chuck Taylor, State Farm Insurance in Canton. For mutual funds, life and health insurance, call Chuck at 647-8544. Back after this Little Giant 90-second break.
Helping underwrite this event, Spoonerville Animal Clinic, compassionate care when it's needed most. By Crawford's Home Furnishings in Canton, come see us. We can make your home beautiful. CD Country 107.9, your home in the country. The Clayburgh Fulton County Nursing Center, serving Fulton County since 1969. By Remax Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Are you looking to buy or sell? Contact Susie. By Wesley United Methodist Church in Canton, to know Christ and make him known. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. For more information on underwriting, contact us.
Back here still in our pregame show. Little Giants tonight at home against Alice Ingersoll. And Jim, it's against Manual tonight. The 40th annual Thanksgiving Basketball Tournament. Bob Wagner along with Leon Groover, and good to be back here at Alice Ingersoll. Bobby, when you took a look at everything, we got the girls started. Now we're taking a look at how the guys, the new identity of this basketball team, same as the other teams in these groups here. Canton's a little bit different. They don't have quite the perimeter strength we have seen over the latter, I think over the last few years in regards to that size-wise. So we're going to have to play much better defense. The interior, again, we got a little different pieces this year to kind of navigate through.
Yeah, that should be our strength, in all honesty, Leon, is the interior play offensively and defensively. And a stat that we weren't the best at throughout the season last year is rebounding. I think with the height that we have, should be one of our strong points.
It won't be a team that we're going to want to push the tempo. We should be more of a basic, half-court type of a style basketball team. You got Cole Schroed, who'll work his way at the point position there. Also, you got Brock Vogel, Tyler Pasley, especially two of the other really most experienced kind of players we have in this Little Giant group.
And that's what I like. I think, the experience, you look at it, it's in our exterior, which I'm also going to call the perimeter play, which is Tyler Pasley, Brock Vogel, and Cole Schroed. The interior play is still rather young, but hopefully with the experience we have in the backcourt, they can coach these young men along and teach them where to be and what to do when they've got the ball to make us strong on the inside and outside.
I think a player we're going to have, really to look at if you have your again, your varsity roster. Number 4, Ethan Williamson. He's a kid who worked really hard, had success at the golf level this year at the varsity, and he has a great deal of confidence right now. I think he's at at least early progression of the Little Giants, give us some shooting ability, ball handling, and of course Lucas Ketchum getting some more experience, and I think playing football will definitely help him, at least that physical part of the game as well.
Absolutely. I think playing football is, a big bonus when it comes to Lucas Ketchum and the physicality of it, because you know as well as I do, when you play in the Mid-Illini Conference and you play in the low post, there's a lot of elbows and knocking, so you've got to get used to the play.
We talked about numbers really being our theme in this pregame show, and one thing, this being the 40th year, this will be my 29th year of calling Little Giant basketball, and it's 14 for us in regards to that. So we have seen, throughout the program, it's tough to see a player like Hunter Rhodes go on, but he's having great success at Kirkwood. I've had a chance to watch him on streaming several times in regards to that. You have Kate Fawcett, who 2 years ago probably hit one of the biggest shots maybe here at Alice in quite a few years, where Bob named him the sheriff. So, and I for the mayor, and he's been the sheriff, the mayor, and a couple other things there, right, in regards to that. So it's always anxious to see who that next player, who's going to get that, the next identity with this basketball team. And I don't know if I really have one right now. I'm thinking, in regards of what that, but I think maybe this is more of a team-oriented kind of a group. This, we're relying on, because we don't have that outstanding score. Tyler Pasley's probably our biggest scorer from a year ago in regards to that. So we still have those type of things. Number-wise, Manual, they lose a lot of scoring. They lost Delano Jones, they lost Javon Lee, and also they lost Aaron Nunn. So they have a lot of production. They have returned on the floor. Really, DeMonte Williams, averaging about 5.5 points, almost 6 points a game last year. He's about really the only leading scorer they have. He came on, really flourished tail end of the season, and he had 16 points in the regional. So I think he was kind of turned the corner late in the season for him.
Well, I think you saw him grow throughout the season. He had bumps and bruises like a lot of incoming freshmen with varsity talent have. And, I think when you look at the Canton Little Giants, we don't have that one guy who wants the basketball at the end of the game. And we've had that in the past, but I think with a tournament like this, against the caliber of talent we've seen, you're going to find that one guy who's going to want the ball in those crucial situations to step through and be professional about it.
One thing, it's a sad note to talk about tonight, a couple of different things in regards to it. The unexpected death over this last day with Kayla Hooker. She was a Lady Giant, did her broadcast several years ago to Chuck and also Tina. The parents there are deepest sympathy in regards to that. Coach Derek Booth situation, lost his son in the summertime. They also had the passing of a great coach, Wayne McLean, over the last couple of months as well. So it's been a tough last few months for our communities as well as the Manual communities.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's never an easy thing. My condolences go out to everyone involved, and it's tough to grieve, but it's something you have to go through. And I did it as well a few years back, and all I can say from experience is, life goes on. You've got to try and find the good in every day.
It is the 19th meeting between those two teams. Manual has the advantage, 1-17. Canton last win back in 2003 in the regional. In the opening round there, a win there, 77-71. Canton Manual straight ahead. We'll have the tip-off. We'll have the keys to the game, starting lineups. Our pregame show throughout the season is brought to you by Chuck Taylor, State Farm Insurance in Canton for mutual funds, life and health insurance. Call Chuck at 647-8544. We step aside. Quick break. Back to Alice Ingersoll Gym after this 1-minute timeout.
By Hy-Vee on North Main Street, your employee-owned store. By Fulton County Housing Authority, Maple Manor and Longview High-Rises. By the voice of Fulton County, AM 1560 WBYS and 93.7 FM. By the Little Giant Booster Club. Go Little Giants! By Spoonerver Home Health, bridging the gap in healthcare. By Wesley United Methodist Church in Canton, to know Christ and make him known. And by M. Bixler Video Productions, Contact us if you'd like a DVD of any of the games or events we've taped.
We get to the tip-off tonight. They'll have the anthem. Our keys to the game tonight is brought to you by Art Hostler Auto Plaza, 2000 North Main in Canton. Talk to the sales team at Hostlers for a great deal in our next new or pre-owned vehicle. BW keys to the game as we start 2014 for this Little Giant varsity basketball squad.
First and foremost, Landon, show composure. This is a tough matchup for us against an athletic Manual Ram program, and we have to maintain our composure to be successful at the end of the game. And I think it's going to be about the fourth quarter. We need to stay close, stay involved in this matchup athletically, and it all comes down to that fourth quarter and being able to rebound and put the ball in the hoop.
Keys to the game throughout the season are brought to you by Art Hostler Auto Plaza, 2000 North Main in Canton. Talk to the sales team at Hostlers for a great deal on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Your keys to the game brought to you by Art Hostler Auto Plaza in Canton. Folks are on their feet getting ready for the national anthem and Canton Manual tonight as the meeting between these two teams. The final time, Manual will be on our schedule here, the Thanksgiving Tournament. They are four-time Thanksgiving champions. Back with more coverage as we get you the starting lineups after this 2-minute timeout. Back to Alice Ingersoll Gym with Little Giant basketball.
Helping underwrite this event, Spoon River Animal Clinic, compassionate care when it's needed most. By Crawford's Home Furnishings in Canton, come see us. We can make your home beautiful. CD Country 107.9, your home in the country. The Clayburgh Fulton County Nursing Center, serving Fulton County since 1969. By Remax Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Are you looking to buy or sell? Contact Susie. By Wesley United Methodist Church in Canton, to know Christ and make him known. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. For more information on underwriting, contact us.
Finishing the national anthem. Good crowd on half on an opening night. And again in game one, that went to Delavan by a score of 58-48 over Vandalia. It's good to have Vandalia as a new entry into our tournaments. And of course, you talk about success. Bob, we've had some great teams come in here over the years, win some championships. We saw Peoria Notre Dame for quite a few years there, capture championships. They dominated in a stretch. They won 4 straight years, then came back into the tournament, won multiple times. We've had Metamora into the tournament. We've had Mount Pulaski, Macomb, East Peoria, a number of teams. But Manual, again, now winning 4 straight. In regards to it, this will be their final one. And, of course, as well, state champions from Illini Central a couple of years ago, as well as Mooseheart. So we've had a couple of state champions in regards to that. Even Mount Pulaski in the day with Ed Butkovich had some state recognition a number of years ago in this really well-respected Thanksgiving basketball tournament. Let's get to the starting lineups for you tonight. And tonight they are brought to you by the Nerds on Call in Farmington. You can call 245-4347 for on-site computer service for your home or business, 245-4357. Tonight, the guest will be Manual. Starting line will be Jordan Sample, a 5'9 senior. Also tonight, a 6-foot junior. Devontae Keaton will be one of the guards. Also at a forward position is Ramon Douglas Watkins. He's a 6'5 sophomore, 6'1 and a sophomore, the son of Frankie Williams, the legend in Manual and Illini basketball, and a Mr. Basketball as well. The young man, DeMonte Williams, is a sophomore, and 6'7", the post player this year, Anton Ivy. Coach Derek Booth in his 9th year as a head coach for the Manual Rams. And, of course, longtime assistants, Willie Coleman, David Williams, and Sir James Watson, 52 years. James Watson has either been a scorer, part of the Manual program, and we salute him tonight as well. For the Canton Little Giants, they'll go with a senior 6-foot and a guard, number 10, Koshro tonight. Also at a 6'2 and a junior, another guard, Bradley Hensler, 6-foot and a senior, Brock Vogel. He's got a lot to carry with that number 23 jersey on his back, and I know he'll try to represent, of course, Hunter Rhodes at number 23 tonight. Also a 6'3 senior, Tyler Pasley. And to start tonight, 6'5 and a sophomore is Lucas Ketchum for the Canton Little Giants. Head coach is Jay Murphy. And again, he comes up in his second season as the head coach of the Little Giants. Those are your starting lineups brought to you by Nerds on Call in Farmington. Call 245-4357 for on-site computer service for your home or business, 245-4357. What a gorgeous view, and we've had a new kind of revamped press box up here. The ladder was taken out, the kind of the legendary ladder with the press box here. Down below us, we've got some great looking stairs, and it's kind of a new look here, Bobby. We've got a little open space on this side. Got a couple of course, got Ethan Hoffman. He's one of the Little Giant kickers. He's up in here, he's videotaping, and Bixler video production. So we got our usual cast of characters who's ready to go here from Alice Ingersoll. You ready for some basketball tonight?
Absolutely, Leon. Let's get it on.
All righty. Well, the Canton Little Giants tip control by Manuel into the backcourt, controlled by DeMonte Williams. He'll handle at the point. Boy, does he coming more into looking like Frankie Williams, hasn't he? His dad?
Oh, yeah.
And he didn't look so much last year, but he does a lot like this year when he comes out of here.
He put some weight on.
Little Giants open up. A little bit of a zone on the perimeter, a 2-3. Then no pressure on the wing, a little bit to the top of the key. Into the hands of Sample. Off this left side, a three ball, no good. Blocking out, and a rebound is by Schroet. Sideline pass to Hensler. Bradley works it across the timeline. Pulls up, picked up there offensively, lobs it underneath and overthrew Ketchum, threw it away. He gets it, Hensler, and he throws it away. A Canton turnover. Then Canton gets it, a turnover. Brock Vogel driving along the baseline and a block shot by Manuel. Now the pack was Williams. Here comes DeMonte Williams and a dunk for the Manual Rams. A flurry. The Little Giants couldn't come up with a key basket there, but we're battling. And again, opportunities to get the ball back here.
That was quick.
Here comes the pressure. Again, across the timeline is Schroet.
And you've got to watch pick up the basketball, Leon, about 35 feet from the basket. Manuel's quick enough, they're going to try and double team.
Looks like a foul to this near side. It's whistled against Watkins. That's his first.
You've got to
first
be
of the night.
Quick with the basketball.
And they'll pick up their intensity as we go along in this one, so you got to match their intensity throughout the game. Couldn't pull the trigger. Out to this near side. That's Hensler. Bank shot no good. Rebound outlet. And it comes from Watkins down the floor. A good follow-up there by Hensler. Defending and a pull-up jumper. Baseline right side is Keaton with a field goal for nothing. Manuel at the 6:34 mark.
You've got to get that elusive first basket.
We'll try to settle in, get our first points in this half-court offense, and it's constant pressure, length of the floor. And once you get into half-court, it's even more intense pressure.
You cannot pick up the basketball that far away from the hoop, Leon. They're just going to double you to death.
And a ball to the far side. You can see a little bit of frustration in the early going. Brock Vogel. Inbound will be Hensler. They screen. Vogel comes open. Now Cole gets it, almost a steal. Schroet gives it to Tyler Pasley. Puts the ball on the floor. Nice strong move. Rolled it off, no good. Manuel with the rebound, and then they got tangled up to the near side.
I think that shot might have been altered a little bit.
Had a little tangle in the feet there. Sample and Pasley got tied up here. It'll be possession to the Little Giants. They work it off the right baseline into the hands of Bogle. His turnaround jumper's no good. Off-balance shot, 4-0. The 6:08 mark. Across the timeline. Manuel. They'll push it every opportunity, but they can run the half-court offense as well.
They're
pretty efficient that way as well.
Skilled at both.
Back out front, they reverse it. Williams to the near side. Keaton. Screen. Jumper. Nice easy shot there is good. That is good by Williams. And a three ball. He's got 5 of their 7, 5:40. Little Giants still being shut out to this point. Pasley, sideline baseline, and threw it right through the legs of Hensler. 2 turnovers by the Little Giants in the early going.
You're already seeing a 2-2-1 full court press by Manuel. Timeout, Little Giants.
So Little Giants take the first time out of the season at 5:34. Opening quarter. Manuel out to a 7-0 lead. Back to Alice Ingersoll Gym in 30 seconds.
By Hy-Vee on North Main Street, your employee-owned store. By Fulton County Housing Authority, Maple Manor and Longview High Rises. By the voice of Fulton County, AM 1560 WBYS and 93.7 FM. By the Little Giant Booster Club. Go Little Giants! By Spoonerver Home Health. bridging the gap in healthcare. By Wesley United Methodist Church in Canton, to know Christ and make him known. And by M. Bixler Video Productions, contact us if you'd like a DVD of any of the games or events we've taped.
Timeout taken by the Little Giants. 5:28 clock runs. Half-court offense for Manuel. Oh, steal. Hensler got one man to beat and then bobbles it. Got a little bit too hurried. Then they pass it. Was intended for Williamson. A turnover, the third by the Little Giants. A layup by Manuel. Off-balance shot. 3 turnovers again for the Little Giants. Couldn't get the ball under control after Hensler made the steal. Manuel with the turnover as well. And it's a foul against the Little Giants. Pasley. It's his first as a team. And we got to the free throw line. Is Keaton, misses it. Second opportunity. Substitution Vogel for Hensler. Little Giants coaches this year: Jay Murphy, head coach, assistant Cody Myers, and Josiah Martin on the bench. She's a freshman coach. Good to see Josiah back with the program. Absolutely. One of our favorite players. He's just an all-time great kind of guy. 3 points on the night. 8-0. Manuel with the lead at 5:14. Pasley, backcourt pressure, lobs it to the front court to Schroet. Drives along the baseline, swings the pass through the arms of Williamson, and a turnover, the fourth by the Little G's. Trying to get settled in here. They'll rush you up in every facet when you put the ball into half court.
That's their job to get you out of your game.
And again, it's a blocking foul against the Little Giants. Off the far side, Vogel. It's going to be a blocking foul against Brock. You know, you can't come in with an attitude that every call is going to go your way and everything's going to go rosy throughout the game. And we got a couple players like that, and they're going, already showing a little bit of frustration. It's a long season.
This is game one. There's plenty more to go.
Our frustration doesn't settle in until we go on the road in January. Just warning you.
Yeah.
Just warning you. Off the baseline, pull-up jumper. Williams no good. Loose ball. Who gets it? Manuel. And again, underneath, off-balance shot. Probably should have been a travel. Who gets it? Outlet, it goes from Ketchum on the loose ball. Now it's Schroet. Little different unis by the Manual Rams this year as well, right? Kind of a black and orange color, a lighter color orange. Baseline underneath the Ketchum, backs his way, and a shot block. Second opportunity, that's the way to go.
Yep, that's how you do it.
You got to take it right back and attack the 6'7" Anton Ivy. First.
We've talked about it beforehand. Just because he's taller than you, you can always be quicker. Go back up strong. Lucas did just that.
One of the things, and I think it's too bad that Cameron Lucas didn't come out. You know, he missed his ability, because you can see that tandem between those two. Success they had on the field, tight ends. You know, kind of put in that forward to basketball. It would have been very physical underneath.
Hopefully we got somebody in that roster can fill that void.
And again, the second free throw is good. And the Little Giants on the scoreboard. Yep. First point of the night. 8-1 at the 4:20 mark. Halfway through the opening quarter tonight in Game 2 of the Thanksgiving Tournament. The 40th edition along the baseline, and a reach and a foul against the Canton defense. Coach Murphy, sub, more subs coming in. Zach Sprecher. Also Nesbitt, Jacob Nesbitt. So those are 2 subs for the Little Giants in the early going. Ketchum and Pasley will sit. You got Schroet, Nesbitt, Sprecher, Vogel, and Williamson. The Little Giants 5. That's DeMonte Williams. Swings the pass around the perimeter. Quick touch out front. In the hands momentarily of Ivy. Now balance out the offense. Little Giants again the man-to-man a little bit. Shot was no good. Williamson tracks it down. Outlet, almost a dangerous steal. A turnover, the 5th by the Little Giants. Pull-up jumper, top of the keys. No good by Keaton. Kicks out to the far side, Alexander. Jamar Alexander, a junior in the lineup for the Rams. They start to go deep as well. Derek Booth in his 9th year. Down the baseline. Shot was partially blocked. A little late foul.
Late whistle there.
Going to be against Zach Sprecher.
Ooh.
A little late on the call, but nonetheless, it is called there. First on Sprecher, the 3rd as a team. So we got some depth in that, 4 and 5 positions in your lineup. And to the free throw line, once again, it is Keaton. He's 2 out of 3.
Will shoot one more.
Again, another opportunity. Second free throw is good. Manual, of course, now 4 straight years they won it. Next year, they're entering the Springfield Lanphier Christmas, or I guess I should say it's kind of a Thanksgiving tournament, and it's a new one. A lot of different teams will be involved in that one, so they're going to be a part of the initial one of that as well. Backcourt pressure, Vogel looks and scans, down to floor, open, Sprecher. Gives off to Nesbitt. Gets it, Nesbitt, good passer, and physicality underneath. 10-1 Manual at the 3:20 mark. And again, a reach, push to this hand check to the near side. Foul against Manual. That stops the play. Again, it's a foul whistled against Cleonte Brown.
Cleonte Brown,
His first, third as a team. Little Giants have 4 team fouls. Manual with 3. 3:18. Again, Williamson, a ball knocked out. Last touch by Canton. It said Ethan got a hand on it last. Manual forces another turnover.
That's 6.
And you haven't really seen what you call them turn up the heat in regards to their pressure, have you?
Yeah, not yet.
3:13, bounce pass off the baseline, double team, swings it under the lane, shot partially blocked, good interior, but a tip back up and good by Ivy. 6'7" size, he used that lengthy reach. 12-1 Manual at the 3-minute mark, opening quarter. From Alice Ingersoll Gym tonight, Ethan Williamson, top of the key, Nesbitt drives down, kept a pivot foot, bounce pass. Ethan, a jumper left baseline, spins out, no good. Still, Little Giants have not had a field goal. Vogel, bounce pass between the circle. You can't flash easy lob passes either. They got to be nice, crisp passes. Along the baseline, Nesbitt lost a handle on it. He shoves it up, no good. Partially blocked. Out of the pack comes Manual. A 2-on-2 and a give underneath into the hands of Brown. Nice little 2-man game on the transition. Off the assist there by Keaton. 14-1. Textbook Manual basketball here tonight. 2:17. That's Schroet. Nice little move across the timeline. It's not been a problem getting the ball. It's once we get into the half court, we've given up some possessions and turnovers.
There's not enough movement, Leon.
And again, Williamson is trapped out front. Brock Vogel at the 2-minute mark. Got to get a little bit of confidence on the perimeter. Nice move, Brock Vogel on the baseline. That's their first field goal of the season. 14-3 Manual at the minute 48 mark of the opening 8 minutes.
Brock is going to have to show more of taking him off the dribble as far as the opponent goes.
Exactly. Ethan's having a tough time, you can tell, just catching up with the speed of the game. You can do this in practice sessions.
Took a year off, you know, it can slow you down a bit.
And a 3-ball shot. Vogel backed into the man, and Keaton's going to go back to the free throw line.
I'm going to say this. You should never foul anybody ever on a 3-point attempt.
Again, Vogel going to pick up his second 15 foul against the Little Giants. Jay Murphy in his second year as the head coach of Little Giants. It's always good to have Jay a part of not only our broadcast and the post-game coaches roundtable. We've got a nice cast of folks who will be joining us next Saturday for a coaches roundtable. We're going to get a variety of Farmington, North Fulton this year. Of course, I got a Jimmy Jordan from Farmington girls. We're going to get a mix of girls and boys basketball. That'll be coming up next Saturday from Hy-Vee. First free throw is good. Another opportunity coming up for Manual. Vogel. You got Sprecher also in the lineup for Little Giants. Andrew Kane, Nesbitt, and Hensler. Trying to distinguish new numbers. Got a whole mess of those. Free throw is missed. Out of the pack. 16-3 with a minute 28 left in this quarter. Another turnover again. You know, you see different things. You can simulate and practice as against your teammates. But this is a different beast when you talk about pressure that's picked up by Manual.
It's an eye-opener, that's for sure.
And that's your first game. It'd be different if it was your second or third. A little bit different, not a lot.
They're going to test you right out of the gate.
Back here, around the baseline, step through the defense. Shot was no good. That was a miss there by Watkins out of the pack. Here comes the Little Giants down the floor, threw the ball away. They get it. Cole Schroet jumper left side, too strong. Out of the pack comes Manual across the timeline and a layup. Misses it. A tap, one good. Should have been offensive goaltending possibility. Had his hand on the rim. on the attempt there by the dunk by DeMonte Williams.
The young man got some ups.
So it is for the possession for Little Giants. 16-3, a minute 3 left opening quarter.
Foul number 14, Vermont Douglas Watkins, second. Team is fourth.
So it will be Nesbitt, Kane, Schroet, Sprecher, and Hensler. That's a Little Giant 5. Trying to get the ball inbounds to Schroet. Backcourt pressure. Defended error by Brown, and a steal. Cleante Brown, steal and a layup. They make it look pretty easy. Not really have fashion, what you call, another turnover, and it goes out of bounds. Off the last touch there by Nishan Brooks, a sophomore.
Well, one thing about it, Leon, to stay ahead of this pressure, you got to be a lot crisper with the basketball and know what to do in that situation. We're hesitating way too much.
Almost 9 deep for the Manual Rams in this game, 18-3. They continue to pressure. Top of the key, Schroet picks up his dribble. Off the baseline, it goes to Hensler with 34 seconds. Manual up in this one, 18-3. Underneath Nesbitt, nice little move, and then overpassed. And a travel and a turnover.
That's number 9.
Nice move, nice thought process, but again, probably overpassed. Again, it's a turnover by the Little Giants.
That's when you take the shot.
28 seconds, clock runs. Front court by Manual. That's Brown. That's Williams. Off to the far side. That's Brooks. Also out there is Sample. And to the near side, it is Alexander. That's the 5 for the Rams with 8 seconds. Manual out to a quick start in this one. It took the Little Giants halfway through the quarter before they got their points. Jumper shot and a rebound by Nesbitt. 1 quarter in the books. 19th meeting between these two. Manual, 1 win and 17 losses for the Little Giants. So Little Giants have not fared well against the matchup against Manual. It's all Rams, 18-3 after 1 quarter. Back to Little Giant basketball in 1 minute.
Helping underwrite this event, Spoonerville Animal Clinic, compassionate care when it's needed most. By Crawford's Home Furnishings in Canton, come see us. We can make your home beautiful. CD Country 107.9, your home in the country. The Clayburgh Fulton County Nursing Center, serving Fulton County since 1969. By Remax Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Are you looking to buy or sell? Contact Susie. By Wesley United Methodist Church in Canton, to know Christ and make him known. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. For more information on underwriting, contact us.
For Devontae Keaton, 7 points. DeMonte Williams, 5. And Cleante Brown with 4. Those leading scores for Manual. They lead at 18-3. The Little Giants managed a field goal and a free throw in that opening 8 minutes of basketball. Back with you, Bob Wagner, Leon Groover, as we get you second quarter of action here from Alice Ingersoll Gym. And again, off the baseline, Hensler. Nesbitt attacks. Nice slide pass again.
You've got to expect the basketball.
Well, that, and you got to just be nice, little softer with the pass. Shot and a reach and a foul. You know, it's a nice pass, but, you know, you're right that close, and it's a tough one. I know you got to be reacting, but he's got a just nice and easy little pass there. He's kind of fired it a little bit, and it's unexpected. But, again, you made a good point, though. You got to be looking for that pass. It was like the second or third time we've had that opportunity there.
And I think it's not, you know, being used to playing each other, you know, against this hurry-up style thanks to the Manual defense.
Foul on Schroet. Missed the first free throw. Second opportunity coming up. Manual, more substitutions. Again, the Little Giants will go with Ketchum, Kane, Schroet, Hensler, and Sprecher. A little different 5 for the Little Giants in the early going. Second free throw is no good.
Violation on Hensler.
I believe so. He entered. The Canton player entered the lane. To another opportunity. First miss by Brown. Second chance he'll redo. Substitutions. Ethan Williamson for Hensler. Just the start of this second quarter of basketball tonight here from Alice Ingersoll Gym. We're streamed online 1560 WBYS.com. Free throw misses it. Hang on to it. Little Giants get it, double team the backcourt. Now it's across the timeline to Keene. Williamson out for a three opportunity, got it down. That's the key thing about Ethan. Once he gets himself gathered, pretty good shooter.
And as the game goes, Leon, he'll get better.
18-6, Little Giants down the lane, and Manual and off the shoulder. Looked like it was off the shoulder of the Manual player.
I did too.
I thought it was off of Keaton, but it'll be Manual basketball.
Early in the season, but I'll agree with you.
Anton Ivy. We still got a lot to play, though, so very few times we'll ever agree. Ivy in for Manual. Off the baseline to the right side, out front. Bob Wagner, Leon Groover, good to be back with you for the call of the 2014-15 high school season for Little Giants. And Bixler Video Production along tonight as well. Out front, that's DeMonte Williams. Spins the three ball, no good. Grabs it. Shot was partially blocked. Leroy Smith, the attempt. Shot blocked there by Sprecher. Here comes the Little Giants in transition. Off balance shot by Williamson. Canton fighting for it. He got Sprecher. Catch him. Off the baseline, last touch by Manual. Little Giants continue to fight hard in the paint.
And I like the hustle.
So it's an 18-6 Manual advantage. Little Giants will inbound. Nice to be a good possession here. Interior, turn around a hook. Shot was no good by Ketchum along the baseline. Tried to save a Sprecher. You got to find your depth, know where you're at in that. Use that, where your free throw line is and where the baseline is. You got to know that you're going to live there all year. Start to get familiar with that a little bit. 6:37, scoop shot, no good by Manual after the miss. A couple of bodies on the floor there as well. Sample with a miss. Schroet picks up his dribble, looks over the defense. Ketchum down the baseline off the left side. Shot was no good. Partially blocked, and against Sprecher again. We keep attacking the boards. Anton Ivy, I think, going to pick up his second foul. We'll see. There's a couple players there. It's against Anton Ivy, his second. And that's a 15 foul against Manual.
Well, whoever they put in, Leon, they're going to be smaller.
So Sprecher, whoa.
I think we do the bank shots in practice.
A little too strong there by Zach. Zach bounces the ball a couple of times here at 6:20 mark. Pushes the shot, misses it. Got to be a little nerves.
Yeah, just
Definitely.
a little.
First varsity experience.
Against a team
we saw
like
him
this.
play a lot last year in the sophomore level.
Yeah.
Top of the key. Screen. DeMonte Williams open for a tray. It's no good. Off of Schroet's head. Saved by Williams. Keaton a three. No good. Williamson tracks it down with a carom.
Tell you what, the way they're shooting threes, let them shoot them.
Off this near sideline was intended for Kane. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sample. Halftime show will be coming up. It's brought to you by Monocle's Pizza. It's your perfect post-game stop, 135 North 5th in Canton. Your home of the family pleaser, dine in or carry out or delivery.
Gotta get it in.
647-1127. That's coming up halftime. Schroet, top of the key, shot no good. Got the interior drive. We're getting better and better each possession. Down the lane, that should be a charge. Again, taking the charge for the Little Giants with Andrew Kane.
Nice position.
It almost leaped over the body of Andrew Keene. And again, Leroy Smith picks up the foul. It's a 16 foul, his first. 5:43 second quarter basketball tonight. Good to be home. And I say that because I've been here since I was like in junior high or before that, doing one form or another here at Alice. Andrew Keene across the timeline. That's what you got to do. You got to be able to drive, even if you're in traffic a little bit, dribbling there because they're going to foul you eventually.
They reach a lot. They like to gamble on defense.
Alexander commits the foul. And the Little Giants remain in the bonus here. The remaining 5:36 of the second quarter. Again, an opportunity. Free throw is good by Keene. He's a young man, made some progress not only in football, but even prior last spring with baseball. He's just grown confidence as a senior for this Little Giant basketball program.
You play hard to earn your minutes, and he's done just that.
Second free throw is good by Keene. It's 18-8. So Little Giants chipping away. Manual still hasn't put any points on the board in this quarter. 5:31, double team. Top of the key goes to Alexander. Off the baseline, Keaton. Now it's Williams. He grabs at the point.
Well, they've shot the ball 5 times this quarter, and 4 have been beyond the arc.
Again, they've missed 2 free throws as well. Manuel, baseline, picks it up. We'll see. I think it's against DeMonte Williams.
You bet.
Away from the ball. Got a foul. And a hold against DeMonte. That's his first.
You don't see a hold very often when you're on offense.
No. Try to gain some position there.
That's turnover number 4 for the Manual Rams.
The Little Giants playing a lot better in the second quarter, trying to settle in. Schroet, screen, off the baseline. Kane, shot partially blocked. He gets it right back, takes it strong. Got swatted away by DeMonte Williams and out of bounds to the far corner. It'll be the Little Giants' possession. You got to continue. They can't block well, they can, but you got to continue to kind of make that attack, and you got to keep persistent on that. Keep after
and
it.
Drive at them while you're going up for the basket. Draw some contact.
And they can block a lot of shots. So
yes.
18-8 onto the 5-minute mark.
They didn't get back in bounds when they caught the ball.
So it's a turnover by the Little Giants.
That's 11.
Those are the type of things you just can't make those little, mental mistakes inbounding the basketball.
You've got to establish yourself back on the court.
4:51 between the circle. Turnover by Canton, Manual possession. Out on the arc, Smith, high post wing. Quick cut along the baseline. DeMonte Williams works well away from the ball.
You could see that play develop too, Leon.
Back screen, and he came for the parallel on the baseline, left underneath the hoop. And a shot there by Williams, 7 on the night. It's 20-8. Cole Schroet kicks it out to Kane. His jumper right side, misses it. Cole Schroet, and then got a reach on the arm and a foul. He was in rebounding position, the weak side, after the miss by Kane. Manuel starting to put up some foul situations here as well.
I think the big thing need to improve on throughout the game is shot selection so far.
Pair of fouls against Brown. Number 10, Cole Schroet to the free throw line. What a football season this young man had as the QB for the Little Giants. Finished 8-3. All conference first team for the Little Giant quarterback. Missed the free throw. Again here for the Little Giants. Cole Schroet back to the stripe. And got it down. 1 of 2 there. 20-9 at the 4:21 mark, second quarter. Canton Thanksgiving Tournament.
Whoa.
Down the lane, and it's DeMonte Williams. His first step
is lethal.
It's a tough one to kind of, once you turn, you're sideways, and he beats you to the baseline.
And it was like a step and a half from the top of the key to the basket.
9 by Williams. It's 22-9. Rams with the lead. Pressure. Once you pick it up, and you got to call a timeout. Bob's preached that for the last couple of years against Manual. You cannot pick the basketball, and you can't do that with the pressure they have. And again, a timeout. Full one here from Alice Ingersoll Gym at the 3:58 mark. Second quarter, Manual 22-9 of the Little Giants back in 1 minute.
By Hy-Vee on North Main Street, your employee-owned store. By Fulton County Housing Authority, Maple Manor and Longview High Rises. By the voice of Fulton County, AM 1560 WBYS and 93.7 FM. By the Little Giant Booster Club. Go Little Giants! By Spoonerver Home Health, bridging the gap in healthcare. By Wesley United Methodist Church in Canton, to know Christ and make him known. And by M. Bixler Video Productions, contact us if you'd like a DVD of any of the games or events we've taped.
And then a 5 count, Little Giants, and again, got to move to the basketball. You can see Coach Murphy directing that. Also an update, 1 quarter 3A state football. Wilmington leads Williamsville 10-3. IHSA football going on in Champaign today and tomorrow. 3:48, first half. Down the lane, ball stripped away. Manual, and it again to Pyle. And Canton comes up with a loose ball. Manual turnover. They got 5 in the game. Little Giants to the far side of Hensler, pointing directions. Bounce pass to Ketchum. Lucky there. Lucas around the baseline. A block shot there. He goes out of bounds. Leroy Smith with the block.
Yeah, like you said, Lane, you got to continue to take it at them.
Yep.
You have to be aggressive.
Looking.
There is just not much
Williamson
movement.
got to move, and then it's inbounds a steal. Turnover by the Little Giants.
13.
Here comes Manuel in the transition. That's going to be a player control. DeMonte Williams tried to get the ball out of his hands prior to flat running over our Little Giant.
That should be 2 on him.
And let's see, it is.
He got caught that hole earlier.
So a pair of fouls against DeMonte Williams, who is a sophomore, 6'1". Substitutions. He is the son of Frankie Williams, legendary in the Peoria Manual area, Illinois. Played with the Knicks a few years there. I know he had some health issues a few years ago as well, right?
Yeah, yes.
22-9. Here comes Manuel on the attack. Off balance, kind of a circus shot by Brooks as he was falling down. Threw it up, and a field goal by Brooks.
Yeah, I don't think he called that shot, that's for sure.
3:10, 24-9. Hensler, Manual player, took a shot to the chops there. Here comes Kane, bounce pass Nesbitt. You got to be turned in position. Nesbitt on the floor. Again, it's going to be a lane violation. I knew he was going to get one of those. We were camped out. We got a player down here. Took a shot to the mouth. And officials timeout here as we continue our coverage on this night of the opening of the 40th Thanksgiving basketball tournament. We have seen some pretty terrific players come and go through here, Bob. Peoria, Notre Dame, and of course, when you take a look at, Coach Eddie Matthews when he had that group there, and player Brian Randall, I think the first game ever played right here in his career.
Yep.
In regards to that. So we've had, some awesome players come through here. And of course, you look at, Mooseheart the last couple of seasons, they run our tournament. Finally won it last year. Illini Central a couple of years ago, they won it. Competition in this tournament really prepares you. And I know Delavan, that's the reason why they got into it. They like to increase because they're in the ICAC Tomahawk Conference, and they don't see the speed and the caliber of play in a couple of games here.
Well, and don't forget Chicago Marshall as of recently, too. That's another solid program.
Yeah, they were in a state absolutely. 24-9 with 2:55 left in our second quarter. Left wing, pass, it goes to Smith. Baseline, Ketchum pots out defensively against Keaton. Screen off to this left side. That's Myler, Elijah Myler into the lineup. 3-ball far side, Manuel. That's a swish by Brooks. Boy, that was a pretty looking shot for the far side. Brooks off the bench, 5 in this quarter.
You can tell he's a rhythm shooter.
Boy, they hadn't even scored at the 5:21 mark, Bob, and all of a sudden, boom, they got 9 points since that stretch. Shot missed, opportunity, 2 misses by Manuel, point blank, and a follow-up good by the Rams. That is good by Leroy Smith. Persistence in the part of Manuel. They'll force the turnovers, and then they take the ball in transition. Coach Derek Booth wants an explanation to the far side. Manuel up 29-9 to the 2:05 mark of the second quarter. Little delay. Here's some conversation. Substitution. Williamson, Hensler, Kane, Ketchum, and also it's Nesbitt. Had nagging injury, Cole Schroet knee injury from football, and he's been kind of hampered to get into a lot of shot and opportunities there. Just dinged up several guys who played from football, and it's still taking a little bit of time to heal.
It takes a toll.
2 minutes left in our first half. Manuel up in this one
Why don't
by
we pick
20.
up the basketball? Clear back there.
Back cut by Williamson. A nice underneath shot, though. That was in traffic there. Missed the shot. Here comes Manuel. Across the timeline. Back out front. Got to know where that three-point shooter is. Brooks on the perimeter. Williams gives the ball up. Baseline.
Well, we're so worried about getting beat off the dribble, Leon. We're 10 feet away from the opponent.
Free throw line. A little runner. Up and good. Down the lane. And again, Alexander with the field goal by the Rams. Jamar Alexander with his first 2 points of the game. It's 31-9. Minute 24. Got to be in good shape, too. That's another thing coming into this one. You think you were really in good shape running wall drills and all kinds of drills and everything. Manuel will be in good shape. Game 1, they will be.
They've already gone 6 deep off the bench, so they're ready to go.
And a foul against Alexander. It's his second. And at 24. Clock stopped here, and Williamson will shoot free throws. Got the first one down. 4 points in the game by Ethan Williamson. He's a senior. Next one opportunity coming up. Coaches this year, it's of course a second year. Cody Myers has been along, and also Josiah Martin, first year. And again, moving back here, and again as a freshman coach. Free throws missed. 31-10 with a minute 20. Manual possession, right to left in this first half. Got our new digs of our press box, man. We got a nice little stairs that opens up off to our immediate left side of the press box. No ladder to climb and kind of haul your equipment, those type of things. So it's a lot more safety things in terms of that.
No more climbing through the rabbit hole.
Oh. I kind of miss that. It's one of the things. I wish I got a picture of that before. Because this climbing, that's my life there, climbing that ladder.
Oh, those stairs will help me lose a couple more.
48 seconds and a travel call. Man, you want like 6 turnovers?
That's 7.
7?
Yes.
The turnover department, Canton, how many so far?
16.
And again, some of those have been unforced variety, just kind of bad passing, timing-wise.
I think it's mental. It's more mental turnovers.
Again, Myler will sit. Manual sub. They'll bring in Brooks back in. Also back out there is Keaton. 44 seconds, possession. Kane, got to move. You can't stay stagnant. Got to move. Hensler. Bounce pass underneath. Sprecher right through his legs. Turnover by Canton. It was a good pass. Down the lane off the right side. Layup is good by Keaton. 9 in this first half by Keaton. Oh, I should say it's Leroy Smith. Smith with a field goal. Again, here comes the Little Giants. Williamson, 17 seconds. Leroy Smith, a couple of field goals in the game. Almost a steal. Who comes out of the pack? Manuel. And he wanted to dunk it. Bounce pass underneath. And DeMonte Williams shot, and he was and a foul underneath. There's only one direction Manuel's headed, and that's to the hoop to score. That's their first and foremost thing. Getting the ball first, and then that next step is finishing. So a couple of fouls on Sprecher. And DeMonte Williams missed free throw. In the game, 9 on the evening by Williams. You got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players scoring in this game for Manual. Williams. They're going to be a dangerous team, but the fact that they do have a little bit of size.
Well, they got some guard play, too.
Yeah. 34-10. Little Giants, who was 3 points in the opening quarter. 34-10 with 2 seconds. A flyer by Hensler misses. And to 1 half. It's all Manual in this one. The Rams 34, Little Giants 10 in the locker room here in Game 2 of this Thanksgiving Holiday Tournament. Our halftime show is up next. It's brought to you by Monticle's Pizza, your home of the family pleaser, your perfect post-game stop at 135 North 5th in Canton. Call for delivery, carry out, or dine in 647-1127. Halftime show, back to Alice Ingersoll Gym in 2 minutes.
Helping underwrite this event, Spooner Animal Clinic, compassionate care when it's needed most. By Crawford's Home Furnishings in Canton, come see us. We can make your home beautiful. CD Country 107.9, your home in the country. The Clayburgh Fulton County Nursing Center, serving Fulton County since 1969. By RE/MAX Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Are you looking to buy or sell? Contact Susie. By Wesley United Methodist Church in Canton, to know Christ and make him known. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. For more information on underwriting, contact us.
HS Pom Pom Squad performing tonight as we welcome you to our halftime show. It's brought to you by Monticle's Pizza, home of the family pleaser. Monticle's your perfect post-game stop at 135 North 5th in Canton. And I think, Bob, you knew the concerns coming into the season, or at least the deficiency on the part was replacing our perimeter from a year ago with Hunter Rhodes, and you had a number of people, from the last year, Quinn Murphy, Alex Whitehurst, 2 or 3 guys that we had a lot of depth, and finding that combination could be a while before we kind of find those combinations in this lineup for Little Giants.
Yeah, it might take some time, and it's hard to see what your strengths and deficiencies are, I guess, for 4 quarters of play when you're playing against a team that usually vies for, a title of some sorts every single year. They're athletic, they're quick, they've got length, they anticipate very well for being the first game of the season. And I think right now we're just having a hard time trying to find ourselves. We're wanting to play a half-court style, but we're forcing passes and rushing things, which is getting the offense totally out of sync.
And I think, we're guessing where our guy is going to be. We have to have that confidence in knowing, and I think that was the difference in our football season this year. We already, when we were executing, we know exactly what we were going to do on certain plays, where the man was going to be. And you got to be able to find that. It's still a work in progress. And, you can't really tell the full tale because Manual's a different type of team than we'll see tomorrow with Vandalia and Delvin. Don't get me wrong, Vandalia and Delvin work hard. They are pretty persistent. We'll see Vandalia be in our faces the whole game. They won't go away until the very last possession in regards to that. But it's not the same speeding the game up the way Manual breaks you off there. And you come into a game with Manual already having a guessing thing. Can we handle the ball before we actually get out there? When you start second guessing yourself, that just falls right into their ability with their athleticism to be able to take advantage of a lot of different situations here. And I thought Canton did a better job the start of the second quarter.
Yeah, the first 4 minutes of the second quarter I thought was the best we played as a whole in the entire first half. And, I think the way Manual forces you to pass to an area where they can double team or anticipate on the weak side to get the steal, it's one thing they showed in the first half. And with their athleticism and their length, they're good at stealing the basketball, but the fact that they can finish too makes them doubly dangerous.
One thing you have to be of a mind is that when you're passing the basketball, you can't float passes out there. You got to turn square up. You got to how you practice it. You have to make the sharp pass, the good bounce pass, or the good chest pass. Those things, because Manual eats you alive in those kind of scenarios.
Well, they're going to watch your eyes too.
Yeah.
They're going to see where you're going with your eyes to pass the ball, and they're going to gamble, which is one of the things they do defensively all the time, because how many times do you see them go into a zone? Never.
Yeah.
They play body up, man to man, and try and anticipate the pass to get the steal because their defense creates their offense.
Halftime show, Bob Wagner, Leon Groover with you. We'll get to the numbers. Halftime here. It's brought to you by Monticle's Pizza, home of the family pleaser. Dine in or carry out or delivery. 647-1127 Monticle's, your perfect post-game stop, 135 North 5th in Canton. Back with Bob and I with the halftime stats after this 90-second break.
By Hy-Vee on North Main Street, your employee-owned store. By Fulton County Housing Authority, Maple Manor and Longview High Rises. By the voice of Fulton County, AM 1560 WBYS and 93.7 FM. By the Little Giant Booster Club. Go Little Giants! By Spoonerver Home Health, bridging the gap in healthcare. By Wesley United Methodist Church in Canton, to know Christ and make him known. And by M. Bixler Video Productions, contact us if you'd like a DVD of any of the games or events we've taped.
Again in game one tonight, went to Delavan 58-48 over Vandalia. The schedule, as we have coming up for you tomorrow, get that to take a look at that and a couple of other things here as we go into more of our halftime show here tonight. Coming up tomorrow, 11 o'clock, it's Delavan versus Manual. Then at 12:30, we'll be back here. Canton takes on Vandalia. And then the evening session tomorrow night, Manual, Vandalia. And at 7:30, Canton and Delavan. So games back here, we'll have all the Canton games, second games for you tomorrow at 12:30, 7:30 back here tomorrow night from the 40th edition of the Canton Thanksgiving Tournament. Take a look at the first half scoring numbers. Didn't shoot the ball particularly well, turned the ball over a bunch of times, so not good numbers in the first half for Little Giants.
Yeah, that's for sure, Leon. Here we go for the Manual Rams. Shooting, 13 of 30 in field goals, 43.3%. 2 for 8 in three-point shooting, 25%. 6 of 11 in free throws, 54.6%. 18 total rebounds, 8 of those offensive, 7 first-half turnovers. For the Canton Little Giants, shooting, 2 of 20 in field goals, 10%. 1 for 3 in three-point shooting, 33.3%. 5 of 10 in free throws, 50%. 20 total rebounds, 8 offensive, 18 first-half turnovers. 2 other stats, Leon. Points off turnovers, the Little Giants with 3, and Manual with 20. Points in the paint, Little Giants with 0, Manual with 18.
That's one number, I think last year was a pretty good barometer for us. Points off of turnovers, those kind of categories. And I think against Manual, you think it might be a little closer, but that's a pretty good, you look at the score, 34-10, gives you a pretty good indication why the score is where it's at right now. Manual up by a score of 34-10 here at halftime. Scoring in the first half, 10 by DeMonte Williams, sophomore. He has 10. First half, Devontae Keaton with 7. Leroy Smith with 4. Anton Ivey with 2. Jamar Alexander with 2. 5 in the game by Nishan Brooks, and 4 points from Cleonte Brown. Again, they were 34 points in the first half. Little Giants 4 points had Ethan Williamson with 4. He had a 3-point shot, a point by Cole Schroet, 2 by Brock Vogel, 2 points from Andrew Kane, and a free throw by Lucas Ketchum here at halftime. Little Giants out in front, Manual out in front of the Little Giants, 34-10. We'll get to the second half of basketball. That's a halftime show. It's brought to you by Monticle's Pizza, your perfect post-game stop at 135 North 5th in Canton. Second half basketball back in 30 seconds.
Helping underwrite this event, Spoonerville Animal Clinic, compassionate care when it's needed most. By Crawford's Home Furnishings in Canton, come see us. We can make your home beautiful. CD Country 107.9, your home in the country. The Clayburgh Fulton County Nursing Center, serving Fulton County since 1969. By Remax Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Are you looking to buy or sell? Contact Susie. By Wesley United Methodist Church in Canton, to know Christ and make him known. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. For more information on underwriting, contact us.
Right for the start of second half basketball, rather quickly played first half of basketball. And again, the bad guys leading here as we get ready for the second half. A lot of folks from the intermission heading back to their seats. New bag of popcorn, some soda, and ready to go for basketball here on this Friday night. Back here tomorrow. New setup, and again, not only with the kind of the box up here at the Alice Ingersoll, we have a pretty unique view. They've taken away the ladder and changing a little bit of the decor up here. We got a steps down to at least to the seating here, so it's easy access out of there. They've moved the scores table down to the floor as well, so media and some other folks here can gather behind the bench there. So a little different looks here as they continue to improve some of the, again, improvements here at the Alice Ingersoll Gym.
Mercy.
Again, DeMonte Williams gets them started with a layup. Took it right down the heart of our defense. And that's the way that Manual in the second half begins in this action.
Tell you what, you give him the basketball in transition, he is looking at the rim from the get-go.
Again at the 36-10, DeMonte Williams. Could be a lot expected out of the sophomore this season, Bobby.
Yeah, it's hard to carry that name, Liam. He's doing a pretty good job today.
And, of course, they're into a new conference as well this year. When you take a look at what they bring to the table, of course, with the new conference, we'll talk a little bit about that as we go along here in the second half. Again, a tie-up and a held ball.
You can't hold the basketball down at your waist, not against a team like this.
Yeah, there's two things you do, and you can't pick up your dribble. That's one of the big things as well.
That's been our biggest problem so far. Oh, he can take that shot.
Again, back out front, that's Pasley, drives. Little runner in the lane, a shot is no good. Manual with the rebound. Out of the pack. Here comes Manual possession
Locked.
and a travel. This year, Manual into the Big 12 after last year being the final year of the Mid-State 6. Of course, they'll play the likes of Champaign Centennial, Champaign Central, and a few other teams in that conference. Normal West, Normal Community, Central, and Peoria, Notre Dame, Richwoods, and Bloomington.
That's some travel time for some of the games.
Pretty tough conference affiliation in regards to that. First time they'll be affiliated with that after a number of years being a part of the Mid-State. 8 or 6 or eventually 4.
It changed numbers a lot, yeah.
7-minute mark here. It's 37-10. Double team to the far side. Off the dribble, Manual and a dish underneath. Keaton shot blocked by Hensler. Good reaction along the baseline. Here come the Little Giants. Schroet, Pasley, Hensler to the near side, Williamson and Ketchum. I think you got to attack and a steal off the far side. A weak pass and a Manual and a layup. That's an intentional foul against Cole. Can't make those silly mistakes either. Pretty much, I think that's going to be the indication here. That was the initial.
That's been good by Jordan Sample.
Again, it's intentional. Again, a foul. Sample. Again, they will get the free throw and the possession.
They should get two free throws. Yeah.
Exactly. So another one coming up here. Schroet picks up the foul. His second. Another opportunity here, but this clock stopped for Manual to increase their big lead. Sample gets his.
Oh, they only get one? Should have got another one.
I think the indication is he made the basket.
Right, but you still get one
for the intentional
foul.
Right,
yeah.
2, yep. And we're waiting because the officials still, it's their first game too.
See, I went over the rules the last few days.
Hasn't changed.
Just like a refresher course.
You don't see too many of that, you know, intentionals. That's why the rule was put in.
Now they should get
I like the rule. I think it's a good rule if it's just not enforced enough.
No, not much.
So they get the possession as well. The 3-point play ended up being by Sample. Outlet out front, 30-point Manual advantage. 6:36 second half. Quick baseline underneath. And they isolated and got the mismatch with Williams backed up against Cole Schroet. Going to town, it's 15 of the game. Schroet double team, loses the ball on the floor. Picked. Here comes Manual and DeMonte Williams, and we get another intentional foul.
That's not intentional. He was going for the basketball.
Yeah, when your hand.
Yeah, I totally disagree with that.
No. Yeah, it's one of those things. When you're going for the basketball,
he was absolutely going for it.
13 foul. DeMonte Williams, 2 shots.
Yeah, the officials try to talk his way out of a missed call, but
yeah, that's not cool.
And here we go again. Little Giants now, frustration is starting to set in, and that usually happens.
I mean, nobody wants to be losing by the deficit we are right now, but you got to play through it. Play your game.
Second free throw again, so back-to-back potential fouls, and it puts them now with a couple of free throws back with the possession. 10-0 start to this quarter by Manual. 2 intentional fouls. Off the baseline, that's Sample. Drives in. Now we'll dribble back out front. Little Giants, and again the zone. Off to this near side. Chase Shago is in the lineup. He's a junior. 3 ball to the far side. DeMonte Williams. Huge quarter he's having. 10 in this quarter, 20 for the night.
He has woke up.
47-10. Schroet down the lane, missed the shot. Here comes Manual. 3-on-3. Down the lane, a left-handed layup is good by Manual.
Gotta call timeout. Yep.
Layup is good by Ivy. And again, 49-10. Started this quarter, Manual dominating play with 5:39 left, third quarter. Back with his quick timeout. 30-second variety. Back to WBYS after this timeout.
By Hy-Vee on North Main Street, your employee-owned store. By Fulton County Housing Authority, Maple Manor and Longview High Rises. By the voice of Fulton County, AM 1560 WBYS and 93.7 FM. By the Little Giant Booster Club. Go Little Giants! By Spoonerver Home Health, bridging the gap in healthcare. By Wesley United Methodist Church in Canton, to know Christ and make him known. And by M. Bixler Video Productions, contact us if you'd like a DVD of any of the games or events we've taped.
15-0 start Manual. Blitzing the Little Giants in this third quarter. Off the top of the key, quick back door pass there. Brock Vogel, shot was blocked. Now the pack comes Manual, and a steal. Ketchum had it, stripped away. No foul called. Here comes Manual. Double team, and then we've got a hell ball. And again, it'll be possession, belongs to Manual. Zach Sprecher back in the lineup. This team is going to have difficulty scoring. There's no doubt. And it's going to be one of their biggest things. You got to do a better job defensively, though. You got the people, you got the size, not to allow points interior. 5-minute mark, third quarter. Top of the key, Sample behind the back, picked up there, almost a steal. Good job there defensively by Shago. Chase on the perimeter, Pasley, Sprecher, Ketchum, and Schroet. That's a Little Giant 5. More jerseys come off. Here comes the other
Mercy.
Next 4-5, Emmanuel.
They are rotating some bodies.
Sample, and again, it's a 3-ball to the far side. I thought he was inside, but the official said that he shot the 3-ball. I thought his toe was already inside, but 52-10 and a 3-ball by Sample. 18-0 start of this third quarter by the Rams. The official makes the call to the far side. That stops the play. Quick hold to the far side. Here comes Manual's substitution. Brown also in the lineup. They got Smith, Leroy Smith, Nishawn Brooks. Those are the 5, and Alexander. And Manual defends on the inbounds to the far side. Lobs it. That's a hold. It's against Manual.
That's a good job of Zach sealing the defender off, Leon.
And again, Watkins picks up the foul. And Watkins has picked up his 4th, second of the half for the Rams. So a starter again, Ramon Douglas Watkins, not much of a factor. 3-ball, Chase Shago misses it. Sprecher, and on the floor foul. Sprecher goes to the boards. One thing you got to be able to work on in the offseason, and this is the thing that I know Coach Murphy was not pleased about in the offseason, with the work put in by this group. Not a lot of time in the gym, some other things like that, and it will show up during the season.
You got to dedicate yourself.
Yep. Sprecher missed the free throw, second one opportunity. Little Giants have yet to score in this third quarter. 4:25. Sprecher back to the stripe. Nesbitt, Pasley, Schroets, and Shago. Misses the free throw. Ball bounces a couple of times to the floor. Goes Manual player. Went hard to the floor. Pasley, Schroet, quick pass, overthrew his man. Ball was tipped, but I believe Canton touched it though.
22 turnovers for Little Giants.
Coach Jay Murphy will be scratching his head after this game tonight.
I bet it's going to be a short post game.
4-12, double team.
Ooh, that was almost
over back, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty close. Out front with the possession. It's Manuel's Brown.
See, we're getting in sync already.
Yep. That's scary. Under 4 minutes, third quarter. Ball got away from Manuel out front. Little Giant defense. Top of the key. That's Alexander for the Rams. Drives down, cradled the ball. Thought he carried it. Once you cradle it like that, got away with it between the circle. With the basketball, it's Brooks. They'll reset the offense. This is probably why you should have probably a shot clock when you're playing these guys,
no
right?
Kidding.
3:33. That probably will be coming in within a couple of years. You think so?
Yeah.
I think there's talk about it. It's moved through a lot of different national federation discussion. Again, substitution for Little Giants. Peyton Mulligan, a junior, will check in for Shago.
And if you're a half-court base offense, it puts more pressure on you offensively because you have a certain time to get the ball off.
Pasley inbounds to Schroet. Defended there by the quick Myler. 6 foot and quick as lightning. sideline, and ball knocked out of bounds. It will be Little Giant possession. Pasley right nearest to the bench. Little Giants decked out in their white, trimmed in purple and gold here at Alice Ingersoll Gym as the home team. Inbound to Schroep, protects the ball right back to Pasley. Taylor's really not had a chance or get a very good look at shooting threes tonight, has he?
Nobody has.
Baseline to the right side. Pasley turns, drives, ball deflected, turnover. Manual, the outlet. Lost a handle on it. That's Smith. Back up and good. Smith didn't look pretty. The end result, it goes off the glass and in. 54-10. Little Giants have yet to score in this third quarter. Three ball no good by Pasley. It's one of the better looks we've had. And Cole Schroep. Loose ball on the floor, up and good. First field goal of this half. Manual will take a full timeout. 2:38. It's been all Rams. Started the second half. They built their lead. 54-12. Stoppage in the third quarter. Back after this 1 minute timeout.
Helping underwrite this event, Spoonerville Animal Clinic. Compassionate care when it's needed most. By Crawford's Home Furnishings in Canton. Come see us. We can make your home beautiful. CD Country 107.9, your home in the country. The Clayburgh Fulton County Nursing Center, serving Fulton County since 1969. By Remax Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Are you looking to buy or sell? Contact Susie. By Wesley United Methodist Church in Canton, to know Christ and make him known. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. For more information on underwriting, contact us.
Back here to Alice. It's 54-12. Little Giants been outscored 20-2. Start of the second half. In fact, Manuel's outscored us this quarter for our entire output. 54-12, baseline top of the key. With the possession, it's Alexander. Turnover by Manuel. Here comes the Little Giants.
That's 10 for Manuel.
And you won't see them turn the ball over a lot, but against their schedule, it gets pretty tough too. They go to Pontiac during the Christmas tournament. Underneath, that's Sprecher. Shot no good. Battles underneath the board. Anyways, Zach.
Hey,
shot up and no good.
Yep.
Got to continue to build. He's going to be our future. You know, it's one of the things you take a look at this season between, you know, you take a look at a couple of these players, Lucas Ketchum, their interior, it's going to be our ability to score and rebound, right? And you talked about it in our pregame.
Well, we need the confidence there too. You know, once they get more acclimated to what to do in the low post, I think we'd be a deadly high-low team, Leon, if we get both them out there at the same time.
Yeah, we really haven't had a chance to run what Coach Murphy, his offense is, and that's motion high-low. We haven't really had the ability to run that tonight against Manuel. 54-14. Stoppage of play here in a...
So I guess the ball handler uses the forearm to get separation. It's not a charge. I guess we're going to see a lot of that this year.
Peyton Mulligan, the foul against Little Giants. Minute 50 remaining in this third quarter. 30 points, 54-14, 40 points difference. Off to the left baseline. Scoop shot, circus shot no good by Manuel. Loose ball tracked down by the Rams. They keep it. Off the baseline, that was a travel, no call. Dishes it underneath, Manuel saves it along the baseline. A touch, how long in the lane are you allowed? They have four players camped underneath the hoop there.
Peyton Mulligan with the foul.
A couple of fouls on Mulligan. Congratulations to the fresh, soft Canton girls. They won the tournament recently at Lincoln. Congratulations, Coach Fletcher, Coach Jessica Thumb in regards to that. Canton girls will be back here on Monday night. They take on Macomb. Zach Keene, new head coach over there. He's got now a couple of years. He'll be bringing their run and shoot show, man. Free throws missed. 54-14 of the minute 24 remaining third quarter. Little Giants stagnant. Only 4 points in this quarter. Manuel's had 20 points. Blocking foul to the far side.
If he was trying to debate on what to call there.
Yep. Leroy Smith. Leroy Smith picks up his third.
Comes a line change again.
15 foul against the Rams. Substitutions, Keaton also back in lineup as Watkins. Williams, looks like the starters. Sample, they return. They don't show no mercy, man. Up 40 in this game, and they're still putting some pressure on you. That's their basketball in a 5 count. We've had too many of those tonight. Another 5 count getting the ball in.
It's turnover number 24 for Little Giants.
Spooner tip-off going tonight at Lewistown. That's on CD Country 107.9 FM. Tonight's action. Minute 6 remains in this third quarter. This will be one you want to get out of the night and then move on to the 2 games tomorrow. Just want to forget this matchup. We've never had a lot of success over the years. Our 19th meeting against Manual, they've won 17. We've only won once. Bob and I did that game, 2003 regional.
A while back.
That was really the start of Derek Booth's kind of run as a head coach. 39 seconds. Manual runs some offense here. Motion. Back out front, they'll dribble. 32 seconds.
They'll wait for the last round. They're going to try and catch you slipping, one of the two.
In the day of Emmanuel, they used to use the corners. Now they spread it. They go a little bit more of that now. They got the people to do that. Williams, they got a multitude of guards. They got some size. They got some quickness. Well coached.
They are guard heavy for sure.
And they got some neater looking uniforms. We've seen them over the years as well. 8 seconds, Manual possession. That's DeMonte Williams. They clear out, drives down. He's lucky to get a offensive player control on that one. He's a little out of control and block against the Little Giants.
Foul number 35, Jacob Nesbitt, his first team 6.
They always wondered on that call when they call it on the wrist, how the offensive player runs down the defensive player, how he's hacked on the wrist. Free throw is missed by DeMonte Williams.
If I had the answer, Leon, I would have given it to you about a decade ago.
Next free throw chance here by Manual with 4 tenths left here. Free throw is good. 1-2 on the night. 55-14. It's 55-14. Long shot missed from half court by Little Giants. It's been all Manual in the second half. Little Giants only had 4 points in that quarter. We head to the fourth quarter. Manual up in this one big, 55-14. Back after this 1-minute timeout.
By Hy-Vee on North Main Street, your employee-owned store. By Fulton County Housing Authority, Maple Manor and Longview High Rises. By the voice of Fulton County, AM 1560 WBYS and 93.7 FM. By the Little Giant Booster Club. Go Little Giants! By Spoonerver Home Health, bridging the gap in healthcare. By Wesley United Methodist Church in Canton, to know Christ and make him known. And by M. Bixler Video Productions, contact us if you'd like a DVD of any of the games or events we've taped.
Been a tough last couple of days. Good friend of mine who I grew up with in the McCall School area. Alan Myers died a few days ago, and then just recently a former Little Giant, Lady Giant player, Kayla Hooker, passed here unexpectedly the last couple of days. Those families, we express our deepest sympathies in regards to that. That's tough time of the year anyhow to kind of get through a lot of different things with loss of family members over the time. And we try to do our best to our can, and hopefully by doing basketball or something like that takes our minds off a lot of those type of things during stretches of the season, so we kind of move forward. Try to go to alley-oop is Manual. Little Giants were outscored in that quarter 21-4, and our woes continue. Bob, try to put the ball in a hoop tonight.
It's not been pretty, Leon, for sure.
Little Giants, and Schroet will walk it up. Picks up his dribble, almost a steal. Far side. Some of these things you're doing, you can get away with most other teams. Now, I don't want to say it should be the thing that we should do all the time. Picking up your dribble from half court. You can't do that.
And you telegraph your pass, they're going to get it.
Manual especially will take advantage of it, and they have here big time. Pasley, a nice move along the baseline. We got it interior. Steal by Ethan Williamson. A head fake. Shot up and good. Attaboy. 6 in the game by Williamson. He's our leading scorer. 55-16. Down the lane. Sprecher, and it's going to be, I think they call an offensive player control.
Charge.
Yep.
Should be on Williams.
It's DeMonte Williams. I thought it was a really good block shot, though, by Sprecher. Took away from that kind of a play there, Bobby. 6:34. Again, with that 40-point margin, it's a non-stop clock here.
He's got a tee on him, too, for bumping into Ethan Williamson on the way out.
It's one of those things he's going to have to mature in regards to that. I mean, you're up big time. You can't afford to be able to do that, right? Coach Derek Booth will not tolerate that. You know he won't.
That'll make the fourth foul on Williams.
Yeah, it is. I probably have the utmost respect for Derek Booth, and I think over the number of years than we do most coaches. I think he's a class act. He's always been really cordial to us. And in the wake of that, going through the death of your son and still maintaining a program, lost really a legend when Wayne McClain. It's been a tough one for the Manual basketball program, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is.
I thought they were running the clock. Maybe it's not a. All right, play resumes. 55-18, 6:25.
I think it stops on a technical foul, Leon.
Okay, gotcha. Top of the key, it's Pasley. Looks the back cut there. We had two people flashing towards there. Williamson catches out on the arc to the far side. Picked up by Sample. Now it's Sprecher, top of the key. Apex of the arc, down the lane. Kane, a little runner. Shot was no good. Sprecher with the rebound and misses it. That's a tough one, too. He worked really hard. And then we got players going to the floor in the hell ball. You see Sprecher get a little bit more fight there. But if he could get a shot or two to go down, that's going to be a great confidence builder for him.
And that's what the important two things is, they get that confidence, especially when you're on the offensive end.
I think we have a better matchup. You take a look at Delavan and Vandalia with our size, the ability to get inside. I think we'll have a little bit more success tomorrow in those.
Absolutely agree.
And both those teams shoot the ball real well, though. I mean, they have a variety of really. Delavan started lighting it up. They won 58-48 tonight. Vandalia start the season at 0-2. They played on Tuesday night against South Central. That's South Central Farina. Lost 67-61. Back here, a little floor.
Doing some housekeeping.
Yep. 5:33 remaining in this one. 55-18. We'll talk with the head coach in our post-game show. It's brought to you this season by Brian Yantz, State Farm Insurance Agent in Lewistown. Underneath, that's Lucas Ketchum. And again, it reverses it, light it up. Lucas gets his first field goal of the night. He's got his third point. 55-20. And lost a handle on it. Turnover by Manuel out of the hands of Brown. Little Giants, the net pecked away from Nesbitt. Turnover. Manuel, a layup off the right side is good by Keaton. 7 in the first quarter. That's his 9th of the game. Got them off to a quick jump start tonight. 57-20. Shago picked up his dribble to Hensler across the timeline. Behind the back dribble. Gets into the front court with 5-minute mark. Off balance shot no good by Hensler. Ball deflected off of Manuel's shoulder and out of bounds. Those are the things you really love, Bob, being up here, Bob, in this box up above Alice Ingersoll. You can really see a lot of those plays exactly like that one. Went off the shoulder and out of bounds. You get to see a lot of things up here.
Best seat in the house.
4:30, clock runs. Mulligan looks to inbound. Shago to bump from behind, a push. And it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Brooks. Manual has a game coming up December the 5th. They're home against Champaign Centennial to open up their conference. Inbounds comes to the Little Giants. Got to get out of this corner.
That was the worst place to throw the ball into.
And we've done it like repeated times here, a couple of times.
And you've got to start looking elsewhere if you're bringing the ball in bounds.
Now we go to the non-stop clock. Resumes again with 3:53. Mulligan and away from the ball. Trying to fight through the screen. using a forearm for a push against Brooks.
Brooks, his first, team's 8.
Send the Little Giants Shaw go to the free throw line. Chase Shago, a junior, with 3:31, 3:30 clock runs here in the fourth quarter. Shago missed the free throw opportunity. Again, we're going back the opposite side, the ball out of bounds to Manuel. I should say for the Little Giants, Mulligan will inbounds off the baseline. Looking, there he goes, back out to the arc. Shago, free throw line, give and go to Nesbitt, fake underneath to catch him. Again, it was a good pass selection there. Got to be, we're just not expecting passes underneath there. We should be able to because that's what they work on a lot, is getting a ball interior.
Yeah, I thought Jacob had the open look, man. I should have took the shot.
Yeah. But those omnibus defenders who blocked a few shots tonight will make you a second,
well, they make you
second
think
guess,
about
don't
it.
they?
Oh, absolutely.
2:44 remaining. Jumper, just a 2. Field goal is good by Alexander. He gets in the scorebook. This game was a margin of 24 at halftime. They opened it up with a 21-4 run in that third quarter. Busted this one wide open.
And they got you picking up the dribble, too.
Out front, loose ball, stripped away, Manuel, collision, midcourt, Manuel has a 2-on-2. Releases, and a layup underneath is good by Watkins. Boy, they got 8 players have scored tonight for Manuel in the game, 61-20. Rams going to jump start with they've won 4 straight. They'll give a pretty good advantage heading to tomorrow's 2 games. Manuel with the steal and a layup, and he missed it. Comes up short. Put back by Manuel, no good, and out of bounds off a Manuel player who was already out of bounds. Minute 45. Stay tuned for the postgame show. It's brought to you by Brian Young, State Farm Insurance in Lewistown. For mutual funds, life and health insurance, call Brian at 547-2767. Good thing about it, don't have to tear down. We got this set up for a few days. We're here tomorrow for a couple of days, for a couple of games, and then Monday night we'll be back here Wednesday and Saturday. Coaches Roundtable a week from tomorrow from Hy-Vee. Out front, Mulligan with a minute 12. Double team and a hold off to this near side. I think with a foul, it's going to be whistled against the Rams, and it's Myler. Elijah Myler. They bring in Vandalia for the first time. Met their coach, talked to him a little bit before the game. Very, very cordial guy. Had a chance to visit with him a little bit. He's tickled to come up here to play against this competition. Somebody you don't normally see. Delavan, a couple of years they've been in the tournament. Manuel, their final year. Free throw, good by the Little Giants. Nesbitt. 61-22.
I see a little motion here, Leon.
Yep. Nesbitt with a couple free throws. 22 seconds. Manuel will hold it. Don't have to come out with the margin of Manuel's lead here in this one. The closing 10 seconds. Sir James Watson and the group of Derek Booth and Manuel got off to the quick start tonight. Led it by 15 in the opening quarter and finished it off in that second half. 61-22. Manuel with a opening night win here in the Thanksgiving Tournament. Also is a win by Delavan tonight as well. 58-48 over Vandalia. Post-game show when we return to Alice Ingersoll Gym on this opening night. Back after this 2-minute timeout.
Helping underwrite this event, Spooner Animal Clinic, compassionate care when it's needed most. By Crawford's Home Furnishings in Canton, come see us. We can make your home beautiful. CD Country 107.9, your home in the country. The Clayburgh Fulton County Nursing Center, serving Fulton County since 1969. By Remax Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Are you looking to buy or sell? Contact Susie. By Wesley United Methodist Church in Canton, to know Christ and make him known. and by M. Bixler Video Productions. For more information on underwriting, contact us.
Getting all the figures totaled up, and again a final. Tonight's second game, Manual. Easy win tonight over the Little Giants, 61-22. Lack of a scoring opportunities for the Little Giants tonight. And again, Manual, quickness and finishing off a lot of plays tonight. Too much for Little Giants in opening night. Manual wins at 61-22. Schedule coming up tomorrow. We'll take a look at that. A couple of other things here as we get to the post-game show tonight. Is brought to you by Brian Yount, State Farm Insurance in Lewistown. Scheduled tomorrow, 11 o'clock game, Delavan will take on Manual. That'll be in the opening game. We're back on our air at 12:30 with the Little Giants taking on Vandalia. Then a little break in between, and back here tomorrow night, Manual, Vandalia at 6. And then Saturday night, 7:30, Canton takes on Delavan. And a final on this one in the opening night. Manual 61 and Canton 22. The final tonight here from Alice Ingersoll Gym, the opening night. Bobby, it's one of those things when you take a look at this game and you knew coming into this game, you know, some of the things that was going to have to really happen for this team to be at least competitive-wise scoring. Our guard play was going to have to improve. You lose 2 or 3 players that we had from a year ago. A lot of scoring in that, at least on the perimeter. And when you turn the ball over the number of times we do, and Manual finishes at the other end of the floor, those things offset themselves tonight. And when we have a lack of the ability to score in the half court, lack of transition, I mean, a lot of things that we just did not be able to do tonight. A lot of areas we're really going to have to improve on and get better at in a quick hurry.
Yeah, I agree. I think, you know, you take this game and you definitely want to put it in your back pocket and just forget about it after probably about an hour or so tonight, because it wasn't a pretty offensive display. You know, I thought our shot selection was, I guess if I was to grade, I'd probably do a C- or a D+. Rebounding, I'd probably give us about a C. And I think our biggest struggle was, you know, getting the ball across the half-court line and knowing what to do with it.
Yeah.
You know, and Manual's objective is, once you get the ball across the half-court line, if you get it across the half-court line, is to push you towards the sideline and try and double team. Very effective at it. Then we have to start rushing to get rid of the ball so we don't get a 5-second count. That creates a turnover, gets him in transition for easy baskets. It's stuff like that. You have to learn to play a half-court offense against a gambling, turnover-type defense.
Yeah.
But you have to be one step ahead of what they're trying to do, and that's move the ball quicker and take advantage of your size down the post.
I know it's one of those things that I think, you know, folks, you know, a little disappointed. You're always disappointed when opening night and your expectations of seeing a new group together, that, you know, it all kind of comes together. That's not the way it works. I mean,
Never
it's
will.
just, you know, it's not one of the things, your expectations in regards to that. And, you know, a lot of scoring we lose out of our leader. It shows you the ability of Hunter Rhodes from a year ago, what he brought, and little things you take for granted in a lot of players that, you know, this team, I don't know if we have maybe a culmination of all of them together. Doesn't do the things, you know, that Hunter did a year ago. So you got to be able to do other areas. Got to play better defense. You got to be able to rebound a basketball.
Yep.
And, you know, make better passes in the outlet, trying to get the ball down the floor to get yourself in a better position to get your offense in scoring position.
Well, you know, I think, you know, you'd mentioned how Coach Murphy was a little, you know, disappointed with, I guess, the effort and, you know, wanting to put forth a successful season by what you do in the offseason. And, you know, you would think after watching Hunter and what he's done over the past few years.
Absolutely.
And there's been other players, too, that dedicate themselves 24/7, 365 to the game of basketball. If you do that and put all your pride into it, you can be just as successful as he was, if not more. If this is what we're going to put on the court every night throughout the season, it's going to be tough for us to be a successful program this year.
Absolutely. One of the lower scoring games offensively for a Little Giant team in many years, with the 22 tonight here from Alice Ingersoll Gym. Manual, they move on. Of course, they'll play tomorrow. They're headed to the Big 12. That's going to be a conference, I think, they will compete in quite well. That's some of the teams that they play in numerous tournaments. Of course, they will be leaving after, again, they'll be in search of their 5 straight titles here at the Thanksgiving Tournament tomorrow. And they'll try to carry that forward. And they'll play next year in Springfield-Lanphier tournament during the Thanksgiving break. More coming up on the post-game show. Bob and I will have a look at the scoring stat-wise, and we'll have a visit with the head coach, Jay Murphy. All that when we continue on the post-game show. It's brought to you by Brian Yance, State Farm Insurance in Lewistown for mutual funds, life and health insurance. Call Brian at 547-2767. Back to finish things out here with the head coach after this 1-minute timeout.
By Hy-Vee on North Main Street, your employee-owned store. By Fulton County Housing Authority, Maple Manor and Longview High-Rises. By the voice of Fulton County, AM 1560 WBYS and 93.7 FM. By the Little Giant Booster Club. Go Little Giants! By Spoonerver Home Health, bridging the gap in healthcare. By Wesley United Methodist Church in Canton, to know Christ and make him known. And by M. Bixler Video Productions, contact us if you'd like a DVD of any of the games or events we've taped.
Back here, opening night from Alice Ingersoll Gym, Little Giants. Again, lose to Manual tonight, 61-22. Coach Jay Murphy is with us, and you know, Jay, when you look at the kind of retooling for this season, you know there's going to be some glaring things for scoring-wise, and you know that and I think you can expect that of a game 1 against Manual. I think those type of things. What are you the biggest disappointment as you take a look at this game? Because you knew you're going to have some issues in regards to that, but what was the kind of the biggest, most glaring thing for you?
Turnovers. You know, they're a great team, don't get me wrong, and they get out and pressure you, but I don't know how many times we dribbled the ball off our foot or threw it right to the other team. I mean, we've got to, and we talked about before the game, we got to be strong with the basketball and we got to make good decisions. And I hope it's first night jitters. I hope we get it out of the way. But they're the cause of a lot of that, and they're going to do it to a lot of people this year. And Coach Booth told me before the game, he goes, I can go 10 deep and not lose too much, and boy, he wasn't kidding.
Yeah.
But, you know, we got to learn from this, put it behind us as fast as we can, and come back tomorrow. And, you know, we got to improve every day, and we'll see if we make improvements. It's
one of those things that seemed to be we weren't ready for passes. We had some people wide open, then boom, we're not looking for those passes. Again, got to be more in sync, don't you? Especially the number of practices you've been able to do the last couple of weeks.
You know, and we talked about before we came out, we need to run the offense. We need to get post touches. And I think we got 3 post touches in the first quarter. And we got a couple more. I mean, the bottom line is we can't come down and fire a quick shot. If we get in a game where we're going to give teams a lot of possessions, we're going to struggle. And I thought the last quarter, the guys I had in there, you know what, they ran the offense. We got some good drives to the basket, but we didn't finish. And, you know, I was talking to Bob here, 14%?
Yeah.
You're not going to beat anybody shooting 14%. And the thing is, we had a lot of shots at 2 feet that just didn't go in.
When you look at this team, I thought in the second quarter, though, probably played some of our best basketball defensively. We were able to make some stops there and run a little bit better offense during that time.
You know, the whole game, and I told him after the game, we gave up 61 points, and it's higher than I want, but it's not bad for how quick they were. It was 18-6 with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, and all of a sudden we go in down 31 or 34-10. I mean, so we've got to fight through and not let people get runs on us like that, because offensively we're not there where we can fight out of holes.
You know, it's going to be one of those things we start to see Zach Sprecher get a little bit more confidence. He's going to be expected a lot out of him, isn't he?
You know what?
Interior,
and I told him after the
offensively.
game, that's the most intensity I've seen out of Zach. He went in there, he battled, and that's what I expect. You know, and now if I can get Lucas to do that, and Jacob Nesbitt, I was getting on him. He had the ball at 2 feet several times, and he made a couple great passes, but he's got to look to score. You know, so like I said, it's a work in progress. We're switching. Last year was Hunter can get us a shot anytime we need it or create a shot for somebody else. We don't have that, so we have to be patient. We have to go inside out, and we just didn't do a good job of that tonight.
Bounce right back tomorrow and they against Vandalia and then Delavan in the evening. Again, I saw some things out of Vandalia. They're not going to stop to the last possession. I mean, they go after it, and they get right after it as well. So it won't be an easy game to kind of match up against them tomorrow as well.
No, there's not an easy game in this thing, and if we shoot 14%, we're going to get beat, all three of them. The bottom line is we got to learn to put the ball in the hole, and if we don't, we're going to struggle. And we got to take care of the basketball. We got to be more patient and run our offense, which I didn't think we did a very good job of tonight.
Absolutely. Jay, it's a short night. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Already call about 12:30 tomorrow. We appreciate it.
All right, thanks,
Look forward
guys.
to it. Thank you. Coach Jay Murphy with us in our post-game show. And throughout the season is being brought to you by Brian Yon, State Farm Insurance agent in Lewistown. For mutual funds, life and health, call Brian at 547-2767. Bob, let's take a look at the statistical numbers. They're up game one for the Little Giants varsity basketball season.
All right, Leon, for the Manual Rams, shooting 23 of 45 in field goals, 51.1%. 4 of 10 in shooting threes, 40%. 11 of 20 in free throws, 55%. 27 total rebounds, 11 offensive, 14 total turnovers. For the Canton Little Giants, shooting 5 of 35 in field goals, 14.3%. 1 for 7 in three-point shooting, also 14.3%. 15 of 24 in free throws, 62.5%. 30 total rebounds, 15 offensive, 28 total turnovers. Points off turnovers, the Little Giants with 9, Manual with 34.
Some pretty lopsided numbers when you take a look at that. And again, the Little Giants go down to defeat tonight, 61-22. Individual scoring, here's how it goes. DeMonte Williams, a talented sophomore, 21 tonight. Big second half, 11 of those. 21 from Williams, 6 tonight. Jordan Sample, 9 points from Keaton, 6 in the game from Leroy Smith, 4 from Anton Ivey, 4 from Jamar Alexander, 2 from Watkins, 5 in the game from Brooks, and 4 from Brown for their 61. Little Giants 22, leading scorer was Ethan Williamson with 6, Cole Schroet with 3, Brock Vogel with 2, Zach Sprecher a couple of free throws for 2, Andrew Kane 2 free throws for 2 points. Lucas Ketchum had 3 points, and Jacob Nesbitt a couple of free throws for 2 points in that loss. The Little Giants tonight, 2 Manual, 61-22. And again, the early game tomorrow, that will be at 11 o'clock. There'll be no broadcast of that. And, of course, back here at Alice Ingersoll Gym, 11 o'clock tomorrow. Delavan takes on Manual. We'll be on the air tomorrow, 12:30. Canton takes on Vandalia. And then back tomorrow night, 7:30 game. Canton takes on Delavan. And, of course, 6 o'clock game tomorrow evening. Manual takes on Vandalia. For MBix, our video production, Megan, our engineer, back at the studios. BW, we're often running for the boys' part of our broadcast schedule tonight. And not one of the better starts of this, game here at Alice Ingersoll Gym. But I'll look for better things tomorrow, without a doubt. And I think we'll, like Coach Murphy says, got to be able to improve each game or it's going to be a long season.
And that's what you want your players to do after a game like this is look at themselves in the mirror and say, hey, how can I improve to make us better as a group? And that's, another thing to point out is for us to be successful, we're going to have to play as a group on both ends of the court.
Again, a final in this one tonight, Manual 61, Canton 22. That is our post-game show. It's brought to you by Brian Yance, State Farm Insurance in Lewistown. For mutual funds, life and health insurance, call Brian, 547-2767. For, again, our sponsors, thanks for being a part of our another season of Little Giant basketball here from Alice Ingersoll Gym on this opening night of the 40th Annual Thanksgiving Tournament. For Bob Wagner, I'm Leon Groover. And so long tonight, Manual pins the Little Giants with their opening season loss tonight, 61-22. And so long tonight from the Grand Old Lady.